Welcome back, everyone. With the start of the school year just around the corner, do you know your school's policy on lice? Good Monday afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris Pisano. Beth is off today. There's a call coming from the National School Nurses Association to allow students with lice to remain at school and not be sent home. Western Mass News reporter Sabrina Riley checked in with local schools to get answers on what their policies are.
This makes me itch, completely itchy.
If the thought of lice makes you squirm, you're not alone.
If I know a child has lice, I would not, or one of my children, I would not send them to school with lice. It kind of gives me the little heebie-jeebies.
Lice are notorious for causing a nightmare for parents and schools. But there is a new school of thought that suggests these pests aren't something that should keep students home from school. The National Association of School Nurses says the management of head lice in the school setting should not disrupt the educational process, and that evidence-based strategies include abandoning no-knit school policies, a policy that physician's assistant Jessica Batchelder disagrees with.
For me, if I had a child, I would make sure that the lice was eradicated before sending them back, or at least under control, right? That you have done some shampooing, that you have tried over-the-counter therapy and to remove the lice.
She tells Western Mass News that is due to how difficult it is to get rid of the lice and how quickly they spread.
So it's the same thing with bed bugs. Bed bugs don't necessarily come with other, ramifications or other diseases, but at the same time, you can pass them.
According to the CDC, lice cannot transmit diseases. And because of that, the Massachusetts Department of Public Health says that each school in the state can determine their own lice policy. We looked into school policies around Western Mass and found that for Springfield, students with live lice will be asked to leave school immediately, but nits, otherwise known as eggs, are okay. Whereas Ludlow maintains a strict no-knit policy. But in Northampton, the guidelines are more lenient after they dropped their no-knit policy, allowing students with live lice or nits to remain in school until the end of the day.
That is number one. Check with your school's policy to see what they have about, if your child should return back to school or not with head lice.
For Western Mass News, I'm Sabrina Riley.